Good morning, Millionaire, and welcome to the Julie Show, where your millionaire inside of you is encouraged to grow and glow so that not only are you creating wealth in your life, like actual physical, material, functioning wealth, but you are healthy and you are happy. So I am gathering here with you. You can join me live at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. If you want to join in live, you're going to need to add me to your Google+. You're going to need to subscribe to my channel. You're going to need to email me at successquoteme@gmail.com and say, invite me to your morning show. Because if you join in, you can share your viewpoint too. When it's we're going to do little readings every day that are from inspirational success writers, and then share our own insights and what's going on for us currently, and you can share where you're from and who you are. Otherwise, you can at least subscribe to these, and you'll receive them in your inbox, and you'll be able to listen to these throughout your day if you can't join live. Either way, good morning. I'm so excited to be holding these shows. I've been wanting to really get back at this for a long time. I used to be doing them, not as steady as I've decided to do them now, but it's been a while. So I wanted to say hi, thanks for having me back, and all my cyber friends. I'm back, and I'm so excited to be here. So let's see what we're going to get doing. What are we starting with? Well, every day I want to share with you a healing tip. I do have a lot of experience, and it's just something in my nature to want to share about healing and doing the miraculous, restoring people's bodies, restoring people's. My daughter's just showing me how blonde, she's almost, anyways. She's heading to California soon, so she's just had to lighten her hair a little bit. Anyways, healing tip. So baking soda. Today we're going to talk about baking soda. I'm just going to tell you one little awesome feature about baking soda, because baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is your amazing friend. Anybody's amazing friend. If you live on this planet, it's your amazing friend. You know why? Because it's alkaline. So sodium bicarbonate is something that you can actually use, and is actually used when people formulate bath bombs, and it's all that fizzy stuff, right? So I'm going to just talk about bathing with it. It's so exciting because I was watching and looking into baking soda because, I was teetering on some cancer cells, and I was teetering on inflammation, and actually they're very connected. I found a woman who had brain cancer, and she was doing her own shows, and she's in a lot of pain. So when she is talking, she's very much so like talking like she's from outer space, because she's just like channeling wisdom as much as she can. She's going through this horrible experience and then sharing what helps her. And who knows, if she can actually usurp the brain cancer. It's amazing what she's doing already. But what she does every day is take you're not going to need to do this unless you have brain cancer, but takes a whole box of baking soda, pours it into her bath. Because it's so alkalizing, it neutralizes the pain and the inflammation, and even gets at killing those cancer cells. There's a little war that goes on with brain cells, cancer cells, and it's awful, right? So anyone with any type of cancer is a malevolent type of cell that doesn't always get recognized, and baking soda actually has a big role in helping fight. But most of all, what I want to encourage you to do, because not everybody has or needs to worry about that dynamic of cancer, but everyone ought to be doing things that are preventing them from encouraging any sort of cancer cell. At the same time, even if you don't have that on your mind, everyone suffers from inflammation from time to time, even though it's a natural way for your body to respond it's not something you want to be keeping in your system. You want to always recover from inflammation. And especially if you have something like arthritis or something irritating that's going on in your system. So take some baking soda, put like a cup of baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, straight into your bath and soak in it. And it's really healthy for you. I know it may seem like, oh, I don't know, but someone who's actually physically suffering, they will notice a difference. I notice a difference when I use the baking soda, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why they put it in bath bomb, not just so it's pretty and fizzy. So how exciting is that? Oh, and I have my pirate shirt on today. My anchor, because I am an anchor, anchoring into you, anchoring into the good stuff. And you know what that means? We're wearing pirate shirts. That means we're gonna find treasure, right? And can you still see me? I'll just see if I can find some. That means if we're wearing pirate shirts, what? We're gonna find some treasure. Ho, ho, ho. Now, you know what this, for me, the whole skull thing, that's all about defying death. Defy death. Be unafraid. Let's go. So good morning. And next thing I want to share with you is my cash choice comparison. So I love this idea of thinking, now I could do this with my money. Love my hat. Or I could do this with my money. And today I'm going to talk about, well, what can you do with $8, right? So that's 4 toonies in Canadian language. 4 toonies, guys. And those toonies, before you know it, are gone. It's $8. What could you do with it besides save it? Put it in your piggy bank. You could do that. Well, I was thinking, instead of spending toonies every day on a chocolate bar late at night, that's 4 chocolate bars if they're each $2. Now that's pretty pricey chocolate bar, and if you go to the corner store, it's probably like $1 and a bit maybe. But about approximately 4 to 8 chocolate bars in exchange for that, that's about $8 right there, okay? So 8 chocolate bars late at night, probably not your best friend to your body or your mind. And definitely is a bit draining on your body to be doing that all the time. Once in a while, of course, have a good time, have fun. I don't believe in being paranoid about it or being too strict. But I think, let's switch it up. What could we do instead of chocolate bars, or instead of 2 ice cream cones? 2 ice cream cones around here is definitely $8. So instead of ice cream cones and chocolate, what else could we spend $8 on? And in a week's time, you just might eat 4 to 8 chocolate bars. I don't know if you're a chocoholic, but in fact, I was every night, if not twice a day, sometimes. So anyways, I love chocolate. Nothing bad about chocolate, but what else could we switch it up with? Or, skipping the heavy duty ice cream, because it's very sugary and very fattening, and it's a lot of fun, but instead of fattening, and maybe something more enjoyable, and it takes 20 minutes of amazing restoring, softening your skin, and you're just relaxing, and you're in all these colors maybe, and it smells really good, and your mood goes up, and your brain is recentering, and your being is feeling really relaxed, and your muscles relaxed. What could you do for $8? Bath bomb. A bath bomb. Now, you might have your own particular bath bomb. Some people are a little bit sensitive to fragrances, as one of my Facebook friends pointed out, or sensitive to color dyes. But myself, I've been dyeing my hair since 13 years old, and I'm 42 now. And I sleep with 2 cell phones, so I'm kind of defying there, defying death. And it doesn't bother me. That's something actually I find is very beneficial to me, and I love bath bombs, especially Lush. Yes. So let's move on here. I'm really dawdling along in our health tips today. It's almost 7:45, and I know nobody's joined me live yet, but you are welcome to join me live. You can subscribe to this channel and you'll get these to your inbox. But if you actually want to join live, you've got to email me or chat me up at successquoteme@gmail.com so I can add you to the live morning show and add in. And you got to have your Google Docs open, your Gmail open at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. So if you think that's something you want to do and you want to actually come in, share where you're from, who you are, and after story time, you share your own point of view. So feel free to do that. Just email me at successquoteme@gmail.com and say, invite me to the morning shows. Yes, definitely. And I have another announcement is on Thursday night, my husband and I are going to be sharing. So if you're interested in learning about building a 90-day profitable business, where we actually will be helping you, for those of you who are interested in doing something really powerful this summer and changing your life, especially if you want to quit your job in 6 months' time, or if you want to create another steady flow of income, we're going to power troop it as a team, and we're going together to assist people to really push through and do some amazing things this summer. And so if you're interested in finding out more about what am I talking about, my husband and I will be doing an info session just like for 20 minutes, half an hour this coming Thursday night. So email me at successquoteme@gmail.com. That's successquoteme@gmail.com. And then just say you want to be invited to the Blue Lion Bootcamp. It's a summer boot camp. Just say, hey, I want to find out what that 90-day to profitable business is, where my husband and I will actually walk you into your own profitable business. All right, so I'm going to do a reading today, and today's theme is inspiration is easy. So as you can see, we're going to find some treasures. We're going to defy death. And you know, doesn't depression feel like death, like you're a living death? It is. Definitely your emotion and your frequency can be very flattened, and I am not a stranger to depression or misery or devastation. I have experienced that a lot, probably consistently in my life. And at the same time, I have this kick-ass optimism that seems to push through even the most craziest difficult stuff. And I don't give up. And then I get on a roll and I know what works for me. And I've had a lot of years of learning the lessons of depression and bringing that misery into a majesty. And that's something any of us can do. Inspiration really is easy. It's a choice. So this morning I'm going to read from Danielle LaPorte. Yesterday we were reading about being comfortable, being profitable, being productive, getting comfortable, being productive. And this morning is a little bit further into that sensation, just tapping into how inspiration is easy. So let's get going. Take the easy way up. There's a charming cartoon sketch that shows this little guy standing at the base of Mount Everest. He's staring in awe at a secret hidden stairway that's been built into the backside of the mountain. It leads straight up to the peak. The sign next to it says, "The little known entrance." There's nothing as easy as being inspired. There's nothing as easy as being inspired. You got your treasure map? You excited to go find some treasure? Let's go. Less friction equals greater velocity. And you can apply that any which way you like. But when you start with the easy stuff, you foster optimism. You're less stressed and more juiced, less obligated and more devoted. You get more done. When it's easy for you, you can be of greater service to the people around you. Procrastination can be divine. Procrastinating is easy, and that's a fact. And even type A personalities and productive grown-ups put things off. But what we might critique as procrastination can actually be a misdiagnosis for instinct. One of the effects of living in a hyperproductive society is that intuitive resistance can get labeled as procrastination. But what seems like avoidance may be a deeper inkling of wrong timing. Hesitation can be a form of wisdom. Motives become clearer, new information shows up. Amazing grace can happen when you choose inner rhythms over external pressure. Enthusiasm saves lives. You know what's easy? Dreaming. Hanging out with people who make you feel good. Laughing, resting, being passionate. There's nothing as easy as being inspired. Nothing. Sometimes you have to shovel horse apples to make your dreams come true. But ultimately, no dream will serve you if you're forcing yourself to make it happen. Enthusiasm is a fantastic indicator of where your true strength lives. It's the immediate, "I love it" response. The game you've got to get into, the cause you can't walk away from, the idea that makes you pause and then nod. Ah, this is a good one, a really, really good one. Enthusiasm evokes a determined no matter whatness. It wakes us up in the middle of the night with fresh ideas. Enthusiasm creates a flurry of connections and marvelous events that often starts with this powerful little phrase, "What if?" Enthusiasm is a heightened state of consciousness, and it's one of the best feelings there is to feel. Whenever there is enthusiasm, there is a creative empowerment that goes far beyond what a mere person is capable of. Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. Not to be confused with T. Harv Eker. The word enthusiasm comes from the Greek root entheos, having the God within. Eckhart Tolle suggests that enthusiasm is the highest form of awakened doing. Eckhart outlines 3 modalities of awakened doing: acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. Acceptance means being in the situation and doing what must be done willingly. Enjoyment happens when you're fully present and not just doing what you're doing as a means to an end. It's not what you do, but how you do it. Enthusiasm means that there's a deep enjoyment in what you do. Plus a goal or a vision you're working toward. Enthusiasm knows where it's going. It's not that cosmic fabulous, is not that cosmic fabulousness. So elegant and simple, so obviously essential to the whole being, to whole living. Of course, you can't be in a continual state of enthusiasm. You'd fry. You'd fall and you'd lose your grounding. But before you commit, sign, take the stage, take the meeting, take the gig, or take your place in the intentional unfolding of your life, enthusiasm must be present. Ideally, and we're going for ideal here. My great friend Marie Forleo, founder of the Rich happy and hot live events, has her own kind of enthusiasm policy for how she chooses her projects. If it isn't a hell yes, then it's a no. Enthusiasm is the genuine yes that will uncork your genius. Signal your muses to come down and magnetize the resources you need to be within your reach. Enthusiasm is the beautiful beginning that changes everything. So now's the part where if you are here live, which you can be, just remember, email me successquoteme@gmail.com and say, add me into the live shows at 7:30 a.m. Add me in to the Julie show. And you can join us at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. And here's the part where we can open up and you share your insight regarding on what the reading, relevant to the reading, what's going on in your life, or even to how it applies to something that may have happened in your life and how you've grown and how you understand it now. Personally, on that reading for myself, I just recently cut out a few things and said, that's not how I want to do this. And I was clear, instead of feeling like, oh, guilty that I wasn't doing it the way someone thought I should do it, or just take the pressure off a little bit and do it the way I feel enthusiastic about it. So it might not be that you have to totally throw the baby out with the bathwater about something that you want to do, but you're not feeling good about how you're doing it. For instance, studying. I'm studying my life license right now. And I'm really excited about that because it's very empowering to move forward, to increase your income and awareness around finances, and then be able to share that with people. It is amazing. And then be able to see, hey, see, people, you can learn this. It's quite simple. It's quite powerful. And it actually doesn't take a lot of time or money to do this. And it could change a lot of people's lives. So I've got to prove it for myself, I believe, by going and studying and getting it done myself. So I'm really excited about it. I'm quite good at studying if I could just discipline myself to do it. But as soon as there's a pressure, I have a hard time with it. So I just focus on, well, how is it that I get excited about studying and then do it my way? And then I'm moving forward with learning instead of getting too stuck too often, or just trying to force myself to do it in a way that's too much, not helping me. And then how do I do it fast instead of slow? Because who wants to study for a long time, right? You're going to get it done. So enthusiasm is awesome. Yes, it saves lives. If you agree, please post your comment below and your thoughts on enthusiasm and how it saved your life and how it's participating in your world today. So this is me signing off and encouraging you to go out there and millionize your day. Put your millionaire eyes on. Get your thoughts in order with thinking enthusiastically. And if you don't feel instinctively enthusiastic about something, take notice and perhaps put a no on that. Take a good examine of what's going on. Are there things that you are spending a lot of time doing or around a lot of people that aren't nurturing your good nature? Ask yourself, what is your purpose today? And are you lining up with it enthusiastically? Is it your purpose? You will feel enthusiasm. So I'm so excited to be joining you in your mornings or throughout your day, whatever time you end up watching these videos. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Ahoy.